Hello everybody, welcome back to Sit Down Rolling. I'm your dear Matthew, and today, as always, I'm joined by Rebecca, shockingly, Joe, Jason, and John. We are down Adam and Alex this evening. Both of them, have just been murdered by work. I too, had a very busy week. But you know, we will power on through today's probably quite important session. A quick recap for you all for last time. When we last left off, the party began to deal with the Arcanist, this powerful celestial being whose sole purpose is to stop a solar from using too much of their god's power. They tried to stop Galleon from using the golden light he was given from Lathander to rid Cyridillia, of the Shadowcast. The group's clever tactics, spellcasting and giant Jotunthar bird creature controlled by Cathra, the group were able to stop the Arcanist from basically interrupting Galleon's ritual activation of the Golden Light, and the group were able to cleanse the Shadowcast. After which, after a day of long battles, difficult encounters, and Galleon himself being rather drained and exhausted, the group went to rest in the first ever tavern they rested in, the Wonky Stool Inn in the town of Woodpine. We ended with them all long resting as they hit level 20, and we pick up immediately after that moment. You're all coming to wake as the sun, for the first time, the light, the perpetual twilight glooms through the cracks in the slightly burned and ruined building from when the bloody horned orcs attacked. And you all awaken feeling rested, rejuvenated, nourished, and another day in this perpetual hell awaits. Sede Volvite. What is the game plan?
So Selban is going to rig something up very strangely early in the morning. Mm-hmm. He's going to rig his drift globe attached to a piece of rope with a small hand crank in his room, and he's going to activate it and cast the daylight spell from it, and very slowly move it so it's like the sun is actually rising over into the tavern down below. So it looks like we get a bit of a sunrise. It's not, because it's perpetual twilight. But
yeah, you look and you see a gleaming bit of sun. You look behind the sun and see perpetual twilight. Look to the left of the sun, see twilight. Below the sun, twilight. Right sun, twilight. But it's just a big... it's not like floating. Yeah, you look like... it's like a drift globe. It's like a big...
I know, but...
You look underneath where the drift globe is and you just see twilight.
We should make our way back to the Hidden Sanctum. I have no doubt that Calisius will seek to retaliate.
We should give them a heads up before we get there, though. Otherwise, we'll get attacked again.
He wants to send the scroll. He wants to send in the scroll to do it.
I'm running out of those things.
So am I.
I'll just have a look in my bag. Give me a moment to rifle.
I'm just holding one.
I have 3 left.
Bloody hell, now. Here you go. You're designated sending, sir.
For goodness sake, I've just woken up. Well, I haven't. I was being the sun for a bit. Who am I sending this to?
Somebody at the Sanctum, probably the Grand General.
Yes, sure, that makes sense.
Rip the scroll in half and you don't scroll.
Cast scroll. Good morning, Grand General. It is Selban. We are about to teleport back into the Sanctum. Please don't kill us. Have a nice day.
Yeah. Very well, I will make the gods aware. You hear like a faint pause while the spell's still active. Like he's going to ask a follow-up question, but then doesn't. What's your passive insight?
Oh, mine. Not the best. My passive insight 12.
Yeah, you don't think anything of it.
I guess.
I can't get us back.
I can.
Okay, fantastic.
Give me like a minute.
58?
I'm just
57?
It's not going to be a minute, it'll be a minute and 6 seconds.
Let's see. Icky, click. Selban.
It's teleportation cycle.
Oh, sorry. Galleon couldn't do it.
Yeah, no, it's just, can you fit in the portal?
Yeah, you create the circle, teleport back.
Yep.
Appear in the teleportation room. There's no one there to point the weapon at you. They're all stood outside. But then you see every single teleportation circle is on standby just in case you didn't specify which circle you were going to. They all kind of have to stand down from it and hope and God that 2 groups don't arrive at once.
Oops.
As you step out, as soon as you see everyone goes back into their positions.
Don't worry, We will soon not need such measures.
One way or the other.
Yes, well, let's get on with the debriefing, shall we? I believe we probably meant to have a meeting. That's generally what happens.
Normally.
Mm-hmm.
Now you make way to see the Ranger. He is in his office, as usual. As you all step in, he's kind of sat behind his desk, filling out some orders, handing them to a few like scribes, and they kind of run off and issue out the day's orders. You've all returned. I hope your endeavour was successful.
We have removed the shadow curse.
Excellent, perfect. That is
And we are now allied with the Drow.
Yes, we got a message from Gaxus about that. He said he'd be back at some point today. Didn't specify what exactly, but I imagine so.
No, I did not. Nice, as far as I'm aware. Experience any loss?
Good. Well, with the shadow curse dealt with, kind of looked at his small version of the map he has in his office, with the Empire aligned with us for the time being.
What do they want?
It's complicated. It's favors and access to information, but not much of it. And, you know, everyone in Calicia is gone. It was framed more as an alliance with the rest of the world rather than Vattenheim.
I imagine it's a friendship for now, not for future.
It is a war pact, essentially.
We'll fight you when the god's dead.
I imagine, yes. But unlike the first time the Empire rose to power, they are weakened, along with everybody else.
How long will it take for their troops to get to Vattenheim?
We have one mass teleport.
Yes, of course. I keep forgetting that.
So they can be here immediately. However, the rest of our forces, it will take about a week. Pespers have been working on temporary mass teleports to enhance the speed of our travelling allies. So we will need a week to prepare and to arrive.
We need, oddly, we need to be prepared for everything and anything.
Indeed.
And I'll be honest with you, everything that I've collected on our travels, I've got next to nothing left.
That is always how it goes. The height of the war, you have the least left to give.
I prefer the challenge.
Some do.
So are there any updates on troop mobilizations or things in that direction?
We'll assemble the leadership for a full debriefing and, I guess, plan of action. At the minute, no, I've not heard anything released this morning. I imagine by this afternoon when we hear back from Gaxus and assemble the leadership, we will have some information from either the director or the Ravens.
I see.
I do have a question, considering that the Empire
Yes.
is now joined with us, are they going to actually be in the planning room?
There will be a ambassador.
Do we know this ambassador?
Yes, we do. He is one of the noble house leaders from House Kovacs. I believe I'm pronouncing that correct.
You are. Fair enough.
Is that anyone that you've pissed off before?
No. Not me personally.
You two will recognise the name.
So Rafan's family now? Yeah.
Oh, at least, well, Rafan's relative. As far as I know.
Very well.
But they will be there as purely a emissary and a messenger to their forces. They're quite a well respected. They're not necessarily a military commander, but they have their toes dipped into the military pool and the nobility and leadership.
Good. The last thing we need right now is them getting a bit uppity that we're not giving them access.
Indeed. I hope this will be a temporary arrangement.
Hopefully.
So-
Such arrangements will not need to last long.
Indeed.
I imagine during the rest of the meeting there will be updates from the groups that have been out around.
Well, most of those missions came back. They all came to a natural conclusion. The Night Owls have returned subtly. Let's not mention them while we're in that meeting with the Empire representative. The Paragons have returned, along with Leah and Annam. I didn't put on my fucking list of Annam before. They have returned. Let's see, who else will have returned? I believe we brought Ariel back from her last assignment to investigate this druid.
Do you know anything about her? Any information, updates?
Not more. I mean, she was on the trail of her, but there's very little information to gain.
We essentially ran out of time and resources to make that worthwhile.
Maybe afterwards.
Indeed.
I think afterwards, me and my brothers may search for her ourselves. It is related to us, so it naturally falls on us.
Do your brothers know that, or are you just volunteering them?
They at the very least know of her.
What
Do you
about...
remember she met her?
Yeah.
We've gone to retrieve the.
Yeah, that's one.
If you ask them if they know the name. Because they might actually know, they might have been nice enough to
Yeah,
let them
her
know.
name was Honor.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't you need like a full name to true res?
You do, but very wasn't
Did we hear back from our team that was researching the very, very large demon thing?
Yes, they have some information, but again, it's not a lot to go on.
Time has not been kind to us in this
Yes.
matter.
Just another impossible thing to fight.
Yes, it is a very large creature. They determine that there are strategic ways to strike it, but just trying to strike a creature of that size is not something they've been able to figure out fully.
Do we know of its location at this moment, or?
Still unable to find it. It must be somewhere between the planes, if that is possible for it to do, with the plane or shift.
We think it may be. We encountered a creature that came through a rift. Clearly there are some special planes that may not be affected by the current disconnection. Planes that are maybe connected but sectioned off from the material realm proper.
Like the ethereal plane. It could be sitting there.
Perhaps. Again, I'm not one for magic and plane or travel, but this ethereal plane sounds like it would be an option.
Because right now I can't access it. And the spell still exists. Power still exists, so it does exist still. I just can't get there.
That or Calisius has a way to suppress it
Probably.
in space.
So, well now.
Well, there are two things I believe we need to do. One is we need to liberate Vadenheim, and two, we need to execute Calisius. I know that sounds a broad top-down thing, so we need to mobilise our armies to get there, defend against whatever he's going to do whilst we do that, and also consider some way of getting to him if he doesn't summon us. I believe we have this kind of weird rock thing with some stuff that goes in
Owen
it.
has been looking into this along with Mandor. You should go and speak with them about that. They did ask you to come down. And that's right, it was Mandor was looking into this. Everyone has been looking into where the Zalgor was.
So we also need to be prepared for him to just threaten lots of sacrifice of people in any way point in time, maybe this place or the entirety of Vadenheim, if things aren't going his way. He doesn't want to not have a place to rule, from what I can work out.
But he also has a tendency to throw temper tantrums.
Indeed.
And he seems to not mind the undead either.
Reminds me of Motus about that.
What do you mean? I don't like the undead.
Correct. I retract my statement then.
Grand General, is there Anything that I did not say just then that you feel would be pertinent to add?
A few things, yes, but again, we can go over all this in the meeting. I am devising a strategy along with the Apella and General Haxus. Can't say it's my finest work, but it is the only way we have of doing this.
By what do you mean on that?
It will not be a smooth operation.
With a pattern inside to 30,
Mhm.
what is he? How is he in?
He is confident in the plan, but he knows it's not gonna go well. He has a plan that he knows is gonna work, and that it's the only option he can come up with. But a lot of people are gonna die in the process.
So actually, Salban was going to ask this question, even without that insight, and he's going to say, is it a Haxus sort of plan?
Well, there's a Haxus sort of plan, more of a...
This is the final push.
There is no way everyone walks out of this alive.
You don't walk in this room with
I'm
everybody.
talking about in general.
Oh, that was going to give him.
There is... See, the problem we have is he has an army of cultists,
Mm-hmm.
demons, devils, undead, death, moon knights,
Mm-hmm.
etc. We have angels. We have warriors, soldiers. The difference is there are more of them than there are us, and in theory, he has an unlimited supply of undead. He can just keep having his sorcerers and cultists rounding their corpses. His cultists, his warriors, they are fanatic. Our soldiers are soldiers. Some of them are young warriors who didn't sign up to fight gods and devils and demons. Our people will show remorse. His won't.
Each one of us that falls is another potential risen by him.
That as well. We have some of the most powerful beings in this world. Yourselves, the White Brigade, Anum. But ultimately, he has devils, archdevils, demons from the depths of the abyss. The remainder of his inner circle, Jeremiah, Gastus Thal, himself. It will be a bloodbath, to say the least. I don't know if we can win. I don't know if we can...
I do.
But then you have more confidence than I.
There's no point in wallowing.
No, don't get me wrong, I'm not wallowing, I'm just taking this as a... From a strategic point. We're outnumbered. We're outgunned.
Mhm.
They are. We're outmanned. We're also, to an extent,
Absolutely exhausted, tired, and sick of this shit.
indeed.
Yeah.
And we have fought, our armies have fought, countless offensives. His barely any. And he himself, we have no idea what he can do.
We have some idea.
Not enough of an idea for my liking. But we have an alliance, we have an army, we have everyone who's willing to put it all on the line, because at the end of the day, what else could we all possibly lose? So with that on our side, we don't have the numbers, the resources, or the chance at a second attempt. If we win here, his forces may push back one day in the future. If we lose here, there'll be nothing left to stand against him.
His forces will only be able to push back if he continues to exist, and we are determined to make sure that that doesn't happen.
Exactly. Again, I have information that will shed more light during this meeting.
Well, they fought Well, we might as well try and talk to the Light Brigade. They're the one that fought them last time.
Indeed, I've spoken with them several times. Well, come up with a strategy, and we have similar ideas. How much Gallion will be in the meeting with us all later, and he will cover his points.
We're very lucky to have him.
We are.
I'm giving him a look of like, really fucking lost it.
Yeah, you see, he recognises it, like, and that kind of concerns him a little bit. that the fucking golden light, the most, probably the second most powerful celestial here, below Annam, who's got in a weird headspace of what he is.
He's like a celestial titan.
Yeah, he's a titan. Yeah, like, yeah. It's like, oh, we nearly lost Gallion today. That isn't good.
How does Erdan stack up to Gallion? That's a good question.
You guys are probably equal match to him. I mean, they have more power than they are angels and have extra angel-y stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys can take them in a fight. You guys are probably equal fun. You have similar hit points, similar spells, similar damage outputs. Yeah, a little funny. You're essentially the same with them. You're involved.
I mean, I'm a fucking dragon, you're a titan, so...
I'm not a horse.
Anymore. Technically you were for a small...
Oh yeah, I wasn't I? That was
You
great.
were literally a horse for a little bit.
For like 12 seconds.
How does Southern feel about that?
He's got way too much to process. He hasn't thought about it.
If we win, it's just like 3 years time, he's like, I didn't like that.
That was unpleasant.
So, Selban will say, I see that we have a lot of questions, and most of these are answered in the meeting later. Is there anything in specific that you wish to talk to us about now? Or should we just save your breath and your mindscape?
I don't have anything I need to inform you about. I think we should discuss. All I want to say is go speak with Mandor. He knows what this thing you found in the Castle Darkmoon was. Also, I am planning on tearing Castle Darkmoon down in the next few days just to ensure it is dealt with.
There is a tower there that we may need to get to Callisis.
Yes, that as well. I was again going to speak with you and the rest of the mages, the mages and yourselves about that in a meeting. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but we may need to dedicate some forces to it.
If I was to suspect how the final stages to pan out, we siege and take Cyridillia, we destroy the last of his generals and his avatar that is there, and then we make our way to Castle Darkmoon, and that's how we will access and offer.
Part of me thinks he's not gonna... He's probably gonna come down.
There's also the chance that this place will be attacked. This place will be attacked whilst we march our armies.
I believe so.
Which is not ideal.
It is not, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. There's a lot to process on that matter, but for now, speak with Mandor, and I will convene the leadership this afternoon.
Excellent. What time is the meeting?
I will let you know when.
Fantastic.
On a natural 20, is this really the Grand General?
That's a good point. That's a really good point.
So it was a 35.
Alright, let's go see Mandor. I drag these three with me. And put Kara to bed.
Over to Mandor's little arcane laboratory enchantment location. And as you get there, you see he is, in the middle of identifying or going over some form of item in his study, and he goes, greetings, it's been a while. I did ask you all to come down. Do come in. How was your expedition?
Well, we have...
Successful.
Good. I am glad to hear. Yes, I have been looking into this this device you found in Castle Darkmoon. One of the three slots in it. We determined a while ago it was some form of conjuration teleportation device. With these other stones having some connection or some effect. After studying the one you retrieved from Cetius, the one you retrieved from Degravian, you kind of pull out the device. They seem to fit into, you kind of put them into two holes there, like the far left and far right, into these two slots here. And as they form those, you have like this faint like humming sound from the device as they enter. It's beginning to, I want to say, activate. These, not necessarily activate, more unlock what this thing does. And it takes them out to one side and flips over as the kind of this round stone, I guess, like slab. And on the bottom you see more of these arcane symbols. I've been looking into this. And then he kind of flips over one of the stones. It's a very similar pattern, very similar design to the back of one of these stones. Suggesting to me that this must connect into something else. What it does, I'm not entirely sure, but from the magic, I believe to be some form of transportation device.
Ah.
That's the way.
Something that will take you somewhere. And if the planes the way they are, it's maybe the only way of planar or teleportation travel.
I think we have an idea of where exactly this is going to take us.
Yes, I have jumped to the conclusion, some may say, that the followers of Calisius used to, or would gather together, and use this device to transport themselves directly to Calisius, requiring the 3 stones to work. We have 2 of them, or we now to find a third, and to find what this device, or what this connects to.
Third is probably with Jeremiah, if anyone.
What colour is the stone?
It's a grey, similar to moonstone.
Okay.
It probably is moonstone.
I am wondering if it connects to his tower in Castle Darkmoon. That is where we found the device.
Potentially.
Or his new place of power in Cyridillia.
Or
What
his
is-
actual realms, considering that his representation on this plane is in an avatar.
I'm going to float the idea, but what is the chance that this is some sort of ploy? That you put these 3 things in and it instead summons him?
It doesn't seem likely. It seems like a one-way transportation.
With my knowledge now as Halfilia,
Mhm.
could I surmise, based on how the gods used to work,
Mhm.
whether this device is 2-way or 1-way?
Well, you just said one way.
Yeah. Okay.
You'll say this is a one-way out.
Oh, could I? Okay, instead of that, could I sort of surmise whether Calisius himself is restricted in his proper form to his realm, or if his proper form could get
So,
into the material plane now?
what
that
you know is that obviously after his whole incursion, when the cradle was moved, you were created, that the gods couldn't enter the material plane. But with the whole of Anthony gone, it's something he can do. But more likely than not, there's most common, even power spellcasters can't transport them to a god's else, to a god's plane, what they've been invited or summoned. So you're imagining that this is probably a way of them transporting themselves there.
Yeah.
And he will go. It looks to be a one-way transportation to somewhere else, what I can determine.
Randomly academically speaking,
Yes.
has anyone ever been to the moon?
No.
I mean, it's there. We could fly to it, right? I don't know.
Technically, it's another plane of existence.
Maybe I should ask Erwin about this.
Very well.
I'm sure I read this in a book somewhere.
Technically, like the sun, the moon and the sun are both on one plane. You can just see in the sky. They're like physical, less than those.
What Salban is basically trying to think of, or might want to work out, is what might the plane of the moon be like, and do we need to prepare for going there?
You can, I mean, You have the information Starbat has. No one has ever been to the moon before.
Okay, interesting.
And the moon isn't in space, it's like it's just a celestial body you can just see. It's like it's another planet you can just see it. It's like how you can occasionally see like Aurora in the sky and like the Aurora Borealis or something like that. You can see the planes temporarily in the sky.
That's the differentiation we need to know, because I didn't know
it's not like it's not
which
like
part
the
of
moon.
science is real.
Yeah,
and
it's
what,
not like the moon in real life where there's an orbit and that's the same as the sun. It's just like two celestial bodies that kind of.
Okay.
It's just two celestial planes that are invisible.
I don't need to build us up oxygen tanks then.
Or maybe you do.
Do we know if we need to breathe up there?
I have no idea.
That's what we were just talking about.
Do you think I can hold my breath for like 10 minutes?
Well, the moon isn't the moon. It's a celestial. It's a plane.
I know, I get that. It's just.
Yeah, I mean, if I go to another plane, you don't know. If I go to the best, can you breathe on that? But yeah.
Somebody's
Can you
got
believe
to.
in the plane of water?
Somebody at one point has got to have gone to the moon. Got to have gone to.
Harley's plane that was sealed until someone detonated it. Or maybe someone's been and just never returned, because it is a god's plane. You can only leave a god's plane if they banish you from it.
This is the thing that I'm thinking anyway. If he's got underlings, at some point he's probably brought those people.
I'm just reverse the conversation while you were in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah. This thing, what you imagine is how it works, because it's a god's plane, and that's really briefly said. You can't really travel there unless he brings you there, and that's obviously very difficult to do when the planes are all fucked. So what this device is if 3 people with these stones place them in this, they can basically be transported to wherever the other side of the portal is.
I don't like that. There's no way out.
A one-way trip to save the world.
The idea of being stuck on the moon sucks.
There is a way out, actually. Once you have control of his power. I did the exact same thing when I went to visit Vesha. When I went into the center of this planet.
That would mean somebody was taking his place.
I'm going to pick up his shard and remake the world with both of them. And I will send you back.
You do know that holding 2 pieces is going to probably kill you.
I don't really see any other option, and
I'm
there
not saying-
never really has been.
I'm not saying different, I'm just letting you be well aware of that. I was only able to hold on to it because I was lucky.
Oh, yeah. There's,
Although now,
the strange thing that I've got is going to do some very strange things.
I can help you have luck on your side.
We might need it just to survive. But I could potentially get you back, or we could get us back once we have the power over his domain, much like I had when I was in Vesha's.
I will say, Salvador, once a god dies, their domain is gone. The domain stops being a domain in control and becomes a dead plane.
I see, indeed.
It ceases to function. I imagine it would probably collapse in on itself in a matter of moments.
Not much time then.
things about, could you jump to the moon? Cast a jump spell with an arrow.
I remember last time we were in a collapsing plane. Well, actually, the time before that. That's when we met
It's
the
gonna
Tinso.
be- It's going to be possible though. Because, granted, it was the one about Con and we don't have that anymore. But, I was able to break the seal on it. And I was not casting that high level of magic. There's got to be another way. It's got to be.
We would need the planes to be aligned properly in order for a proper planar shift. In order to move between planes the way that we would expect to. However, with the planes being misaligned, and this being, let's say, a corridor to take us there is not really a corridor back. We would have to realign the planes to make one.
Do we have any way of doing that we know would work other than the remaking?
That is more of a question for Erwin than myself. I have not spent the time looking into that he has done.
Should we gather all in then?
Yeah, we should.
I'm going to speak to my brothers first.
Yes, I'm going to take a few moments to myself whilst we have before the meeting. But I am botherable if people wish to.
In that case, Motus can have a word.
Sure.
Is this actually Iggy?
On a 21.
I'm not entirely sure. Hey, I think
I have reached my peak of strength.
No, you haven't.
No?
No.
Well, one does not know what the future holds, but that aside, I now have the capability to ease you of your connection with that book.
You didn't know you could lose the ability to cast it forever.
I do.
Are you sure you want to do that?
I'm offering it to you. It is limiting your capacity.
The book right now is not limiting me, but the chances are he's probably going to use it to affect me in some way.
Mm-hmm.
And probably strip it from me at the most opportune time.
Indeed.
Unless I get the book back from him. But I think that's highly unlikely.
I believe so. But I have learned over and over and over again, I do not have the right to make decisions for others.
What's my motive? You don't want to teach him the book.
Mm-hmm. What do you think I'm telling him though?
Reminding you. I read the book again.
I attuned to the book knowing full well that he could probably use it against me. Did it anyway because when we found out what it did, we needed it. But you're not at the pinnacle of your strength. Not if you don't want to be.
What do you see in the future for me then, Motus? To have made that assertion so confidently.
Something absolutely terrifying.
That is...
A normal life. Or humanoid race is called normal life.
I don't believe that's possible for me anymore. Not who I am, not what I have. I have fought hard for this strength, and I will use it to keep fighting. That is not a normal life. Not the one I dreamed of when I first set out.
I don't think I understand. Just because you fall for this strength, just because you have it, that doesn't mean that you can't have a normal life. There are other ways. I mean, Clarina, I've never seen her pick up a sword or cast a spell, but she's changed a lot of things.
She has power of her own. Political power rather than magical power, but still.
I'm just saying.
I don't think Clarina is a normal woman either.
I don't know if Billy's spoken to her. Billy's spoken to a lot of people, actually.
She is a woman of rare compassion and skill.
But right now I'm okay.
I don't think I want a normal life. With all that I have, with all that I could do. It would seem a waste not to help as many people as I could.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this with respect. You're turning into me.
I'm not trying to control. I'm not trying to dominate and step into people's lives like some kind of savior.
I know.
I'm not made for that.
I didn't amass all the things that I have, all the things I had, because I wanted it, really. I just knew that it was going to be required. I just want to see what's next. And if this fight with him kills me, it kills me. But if we do get past him, and I think we will, and I live, because he's probably got a score to settle with me, I'm expecting to be the focal point of his wrath for a little bit.
Who?
Calicius.
Mm.
Then it's just the next level. But you have an actual chance of having a family life, and that does not mean that you don't have to not help people, but you can have a normal life while doing it.
That sounds nice.
And you should aim for it.
Mm. We shall see what the future holds. But my offer is there. It stands. You have given a lot for us, and I am willing to risk this for you.
Don't risk it.
That is your choice. And Iggy will leave matters to his own devices.
I know obviously we can't replicate the same power that the wand had,
Uh-huh.
but it was a self-refilling Aberoth crystal.
It was.
Probably the most perfect cut of it like ever existed ever,
Mm-hmm.
because yeah, somebody's gotta have a small chunk of that shit. Somebody.
Well, it was more than just the Acord. It was also like a magic within the wand and...
Did we find out who fucking made it?
Yeah, Mister and a bunch of others.
And Brezenia.
Rosenia and a bunch of powerful mages back in the day.
I had a chat with her about it.
I think I need to chat with her about it.
You might find something interesting if you go to Janholt.
And that is.
I think you should know, but you'll find out.
How long until the meeting?
Yeah, probably like an hour or so.
I could do round trip to Janholt in that time. Oh fuck it, I want to go and speak to the super powerful wizard lady.
Do you want to go Jackal?
Yeah,
Go knock around some buildings.
why not?
She doesn't want
Why?
it. She doesn't want
Why?
it. She's busy.
But I can talk and help her.
Yeah, she's busy.
Why?
She doesn't grant audiences just on a whim. That's her whole point.
And there's several layers of bureaucracy to get through to get a meeting.
It's literally the world ending.
Yep.
And I need to
And she
speak.
has, sent her resources to you.
Nothing stops
And she has to focus
bureaucracy.
on what she's doing.
I should realise in my new job.
All the processes must be followed.
Are you in Janholt then?
Probably.
Yeah, you're off the time.
What's the chances that he sees my project?
Oh, very, very unlikely.
Okay.
They don't take him there.
Nobody trusts me with anything for some reason.
I wonder why.
I have no idea why. I've literally gave a lot to everybody.
It's not you that we don't trust.
Still.
Actually, that's a very good point. He needs to, above the table, he needs to not see that project.
Yes. Yes. This is why I was asking.
Yeah.
Above the table.
Scheme. It's a good idea to scheme.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just sitting in the middle waiting for somebody to be like, deal with this problem. Okay.
Adam, you want to go and speak with you two?
Yep.
You find them probably, in there. Like a Paragon's room dedicated.
Are they actually brothers?
Half there.
Indeed.
That's
I-
weird.
I remember.
His name's Hallie.
Hello.
I remember now.
Ah, very good. It seems you have come to your senses.
Have we actually come to our senses in these times?
That's a very good question, Robert. What did you require? You don't normally pay us visits.
I'm not above the table, man.
It's true. It's like the same time we've gone to speak to them.
It's not the first time I've gone to speak to them. It's the first time in a while because they've been away.
Third time then.
It's the maximum fourth.
Yeah.
Anyway, with things coming to a head as they are, we need to discuss about our sister. I don't know where she is. I imagine she's in Cyridillia.
Probably.
I don't know what her status is, whether she is continuing to operate quote-unquote normally within the forces with Calisius, or whether Calisius has seen her being one of us as now a threat given the situation and has tied her up and imprisoned her.
Do you know that? Or have we forgotten that?
To clarify what I'm getting at,
Yeah.
obviously we know that she's with Calisius,
Yeah.
We
and by
don't.
no, we do know she's
Our
with
memories are
Calisius. We
Oh,
what we
right.
forgot was why
Zipping lip.
was
Yeah.
the whole process of the memory wipe,
Yeah.
or the reason for the memory wipe. All we know is that we agreed to it, and
Oh.
there is a purpose for it. We don't know what that is.
We did work something out before. Yeah, in that case,
Yeah.
I'll quote that.
Yeah. So what I'm basically pondering about is whether she's still operating as the prophet as normal, or whether Calisius has now decided, well, your past is against me, so you're the most likely to turn tail, so I'm going to imprison you and potentially torture you for information. Essentially, is what Erdan is pondering. But he'll go on. I don't know if either of you have thought of a way of connecting to her at distance, or whether there's a way that we could contact her or interact without being physically there in her presence.
The only way that I can imagine is through a sending spell, or through the planar, the Paragon realm that is sealed to us, or also being physically barred. I do not unfortunately know the way. It looks towards it. She looks towards it. I don't know either. She's not one to want to speak with us, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna punch her in the face. It's a pretty good idea.
You're in a bit of a queue.
Yeah, well. So, it's multiple punches to the face.
Mine was the throat, so we can do it together at the same time.
Just decapitates it.
Well,
Do you know what I find amazing about the four of you? For some reason, all of you guys have these like ridiculous portfolios, but she has all the good ones. She literally has all of the good ones.
as a point, I was originally going to play Farsalian,
No, it still needs that.
and then I decided, no, this party needs a good healer.
How differently is story could have gone?
How differently the story could have gone.
What would a health leader be like?
Don't know. Probably dead. I think the best way to do it is, I don't know, face to face, I guess. Find her and question her. I'm happy to do that.
That's probably the way.
Morning.
Um,
Very tired.
and then like that would be the sort of the main point of conversation. But I don't know, ask how the missions have been and what
Those kind of
what they found and
fill you in. You know, they were looking for the Gravian City, and then they kind of, to get back, have helped out with trying to deal with our world, but it's a very difficult one to try and comprehend how you kill a creature of that size.
We have lots of wizards.
Yeah, quite a few.
Do we have any that are making scrolls to help the
Yeah,
war
they make a
effort?
scroll, but mainly for like the soldiers
Yeah.
in the front lines.
Just wondering if there's a little store of scrolls of commune.
Nothing more of a cleric spell. I'm not really no, because most divine casters have kind of lost their power. It's only really like Carmel Harfing, a few of the assembler, Cassius, a few of the leaders of that are strong enough to just hold on to a tiny bit of left.
I would
And even she said like it takes a while for her shit to come back.
Yeah, it's fading. Like she doesn't
Yeah.
regain her stuff for no long breath. It is like taking days to get spell back.
I think she said a week.
Took her a week to regain spell slots.
Didn't realise that.
But
Yeah.
that was a while ago. You can tell it's now taking long. It's taking a different amount of time to prepare a spell slot.
So again, we're getting to a point where we need to do shit quick.
Yeah.
Basically, their powers are beginning to fade.
I will say to them, have the spell banishment prepared.
Okay.
Because particularly when you come up against demons and devils, yes, they cannot be returned to their plane. That doesn't mean that banishment doesn't have an effect on them.
That's a good point. That reminds me of something.
Do you think that's anything else to do during this like hour and a half you're in?
I had an idea whilst we were having a fight. So I'm going to find a space away from everyone.
Mhm.
And I'm going to use the cube of gate to try and open a gate. And see what happens.
Okay. Where to?
I have one to... I had it all written down on my old character sheet, so I don't know if you still got access to it with all the alterations to it. But there was a couple of different planes, and I think one of them was Mechanus.
Press that button. No, what happens?
Okay.
It like it activates, but then just fizzles out.
Okay. I also have one to the Abyss, but I don't think that's a good idea.
Nope.
I know that one of the sides was the Abyss.
I mean, wasn't one the plane of air?
That was the old cubic gate that got
Okay.
destroyed.
Do we have a rod to it? It doesn't matter, does it?
I do have a tuning rod to it, actually. That would matter. So I will try and open a gate to the plane of air using the tuning rod.
Same thing. It begins, but has no effect.
Okay. I'm going to take an inanimate object of something and try and plane shift it to the plane of air and see what happens.
You mark off spell before you cast a spell. Has no effect.
Well, good thing I didn't try and use that in the heat of battle. And I'll put it back there.
Can you plane shift objects?
Yeah.
Yeah, the object vanishes. In that case.
The object vanishes.
The effect seems to take place.
Oh.
It's there. Where'd you plane shift the toe?
That would be to the plane of air.
Yeah, you vanishes. Took a flash of that.
Interesting. I didn't think that would work. Maybe there are still uses for the planar spells. I'll have to talk to Erwin.
You're by yourself.
Yeah, I'm talking to myself. Yeah, I'll bring that up in the meeting.
All Selban is doing is he's taking a moment to himself just in the library reading, because it's been a hell of a few days.
With that, you will get like a scribe or someone comes over to you and goes, the meeting is ready when you all are. If you want to make your way to the meeting room.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Is his name actually Jeffrey?
Sure.
It is now.
Well, I'm going to speak Selban is. But the rest of you...
Selban, for some reason, remembers every single fucking person in this section.
Brain like a steel trap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I remember you.
You will be.
Mm-hmm.
I remember you, Robert.
Okay. You'll make way to the main meeting chamber of the Hill Sanctum. And inside you see the usual lot. The Grand General, the two other generals are there properly, so you've got Haxus and the Appella from the Kima. You've got Gallium, you've got Erwin, you'll have the Queen will be there with Gaxus. Angron will be there, who else would be there? Cassius would be there, the Paragons are there. What else will be in this meeting?
Guy from the Empire.
Oh yeah. And you do see this older human man, sorry, elven man, bald head, just a bit of like greying hair left, very sharp features, like a grey goatee, wearing these kind of long, I think like a blue and green kind of robe with black wear. I forgot what Rathon used to sort of wear, like a black and kind of purple robe.
Yeah.
Very similar design to that. Not the same black and purple as like Calicious, but kind of like a dark and navy blue with a streak of black down the middle.
Does his face remind us of the form?
Yeah, it's like an older version of Rathon. it's very similar.
I'll give
Well,
him
sounds like
I'll
the-
give him
the-
my hand. I'll give him my handshake and welcome, just in case he hasn't been. I don't want him to feel like we're just assholes that are like excluding him.
Give him a respectful, like, half bow.
You know, just scowls at the rest of you as you broke into his house.
We did.
Not best pleased with that. What are you doing, anything?
Saban forgets to do a cordial greeting.
We're different people. That's what you say, we're reformed people.
Selband,
Mm-hmm.
New purpose.
since you were the one that really focused on this during the encounter, these robes, they're very similar to that, like, creature with the mask you fought.
Fuck.
Like, they're almost the exact same pair. Just tailored differently.
I know who that creature is.
The creature with a mask.
Do you remember
You
when
were
we
dead
were?
at the time, but
Yeah.
Well, when
no,
we were.
I've
they
got it.
kept killing you.
Yeah, remember that Saban was flying up to.
Oh, that one.
So, Selban being Selban
Hmm?
is immediately just gonna look at this man and go, "Your clothes are very interesting. I think I've recognised them somewhere recently. Who's your tailor?"
Fuck, I hate you so much. I have to be eating your opinion, I don't.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's
It's
fine.
it's not difficult.
Hello,
It's just-
hello,
Yes.
hello,
It's
Shax.
not too bad, I will do this.
That's
I,
pretty bad.
Thank you. Don't worry, my hat. I will do this. This is my new saying to get me to Eastern European. Yes, these, I have to do a bit of review. He's an older man as well. Like, kind of like this. This will be the one time you hear his people. They are made by a family tailor.
Has he got family on the side?
I can give you his card. He doesn't take many bookings.
No, it's
You
just.
seem like a nobleman yourself.
Oh yes, I once was, but I'm a bit busy at the moment.
You just see Iggy to one side going,
You are from Reneston, if I'm not mistaken.
I am indeed. Yes.
Well, if you ever would like to meet in the future to discuss relations, I would show you my tailor and we can discuss.
That sounds like an excellent introduction.
Yes. May I both hand up?
Shake his
She
hand.
gets kind of cold.
I've got.
Tastes cold.
Yes.
What does this man taste like?
Cold.
So,
Like vodka.
what Selban is, because Selban didn't really meet Rafon as much as you guys. What he's worried about right now is that this guy is that creature.
They're different. They're different clothes, but the design and the stylization and the colour matching. Like,
Also,
stitch
probably
work is the same.
if you've got an eye for detail, he's probably got a different build.
Yeah, like this guy is a lot. I think he's a bit taller, and a lot more. I would say even a little bit more slender than Rafon. At least what they saw Rafon as.
Did only Saban see the robes that creature was wearing?
You all did, but no one else really focused on it because you all
Right,
doing other
yeah,
things.
I was
But
busy.
you can tell like the build will be different because Rafon was like a half elf, and so you know he had. There's while he's an elf, you know, other members of his family aren't just elves. There's some humans, half elves, maybe some others.
So a reasonable approximation that Selban could make from this is that someone with a similar tailor, which is a family tailor, so someone's family member of this guy, but I don't really know who this guy
I don't think
is.
Selban ever met him. Is Selban
I was the one who found Rafon dead.
Yeah, so I was. You didn't because you met him. They met him before Selban showed up.
Yeah.
But yeah, you met Rafon. Yeah, you see like a similar build. What Rafon was half of this guy's a full elf, so the
Okay.
body type's different. I think Rafon mentioned having like his mother was a human. He had some siblings who were elves or half elves. And they probably described one of his brothers who was like the big soldier that was located in Rankin's palace protecting the family.
I've got all of Rafon's stuff.
You do?
In a bag of holding, yeah. Which
Sorry,
might
it's-
open, yeah.
It's not in the bag at home. We made sure of that shit.
it was in the vault, which
That's
we
in-
don't have access
That's
to.
in Cyridillia.
So I don't have access to it.
I mean, you have access to the vault in Cyridillia.
Don't think so.
The only thing
Okay.
that we have, because I know you
You
picked
have
them
the
up,
book.
you have the book
His
with
journal.
his journal of like the tech stuff that he was doing.
I wanted to give him a memento, but I didn't want to give him the book.
It's
Got the broken mind ring that he was in for a little bit.
That's true. You do have that. He's gonna bring the mind shielding.
What, did it have a family heirloom on it or anything?
So ring the mind shield.
What was that item?
Someone's going to take out this ring.
Yeah.
And he's going to pass it over to him.
You get like a slightly broken ring. Thank you.
I believe this may belong to someone that wore a similar garb to you.
He kind of looks at his own ring of mind shielding. Thank you. Yeah, it's kind of that's it. Doesn't have much mind to it.
He'll work it out. And then I'm not going to disturb the meeting anymore. I'm going to tell these folks after.
But I mean, you guys all recognise him. You've all met him before. So do with that information as you will. Apart from so you
Now, Moses only saw a form when these guys got their ass beat by the Golden Blade. Because I made the cannon call that Moses was in the fucking stand.
The meeting begins swiftly after. Yeah, they're going down kind of stands by the back of the table. And we'll show the war map, the updated version of the war map. Greetings, everybody. Hope your journey here, those that have travelled and those that have remained here are well rested. We have a lot to discuss today. With the actions of Sede Volvite and the Golden Blades and the Light Brigade bodies, the shadow curse around Vanheim has now been repelled. He didn't say Golden Blades.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to keep a lot of it myself.
With that being said, with no other objectives on the board, we have a final destination, our final goal in sight. I've been working on a plan now for a little while with the Appella, General Haxus here, and a few of you, Adam Darwin and Galleon, and Sede Volvite as well. And I've begun to formulate a plan. We're to attack the city. Well, to stop all of this, we'll need to first take the city. To do that, we'll need to siege it, gain access to it, clear out areas, remove the enemy threats, and inevitably destroy the remainder of the leadership and Glacius himself. Now, not a lot of us will be able to help in every aspect of this, so we will all have jobs to do. But before we look into the in-depth, what needs to be done, let's take it step by step. Cyridillia is a rectangular city, rather large, and it is secured by several feet tall walls, about 120 feet each side, about 60 or so feet thick, 20 or so feet thick. Quite a well fortified city. Guard towers, which the enemy have repurposed, two main gates, north and south gate, which are both very well secured. We'll also pull out at the same time as having this map on. I'm not considering it. We're going to have to be side on, maybe? No, it's that nice.
I love that map so much, man. It's so good.
Fucking long to me.
Yeah. I think it was like a month of him being like, it's nearly done.
I had to draw each individual square. It's so annoying. Yes, so it has two main gates, north gate and south gate, as well as the two walls on the east and western side. My plan is to attack the city from multiple angles and divide our forces into four main armies. First of all, will be the north gate here, which has access to the Northgate district, which has airship access, a lot of trade, a lot of warehouses. Also has quick access to the port, the nobilities district, as well as the Holy Ward. The forces from Giantholt will march down from the north to to attack the city from this side. The east, gestures from this side, will be attacked by the Empire, which was the representative of the Kurlock family. Your forces will attack from the eastern side and hopefully be able to gain access to the coins of the merchant district, which we believe a lot of workers are being held there. I would say slaves and work crews to clean up Nicholas's messes. One second.
He sent the slavers to deal with the slaves.
To be fair, they would know how to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
The south is one of the most crucial districts we need to secure. It has access to the South Gate, which again has warehouse, but also a lot of travellers and merchants come in this way, not those that reside in the city. So it has access to more temporary structures, buildings that we can use. But the prize of this area, coming this way, will be the Traveller's Trollop. A huge area, a huge district of the city, which has many houses, taverns, warehouses, stables, churches. This is in itself a small city.
Do you have it on loop?
It's on loop, it just keeps playing it. I'm trying to get a loop to memory. And the western side of the city is where the forces of the Accord will attack from. They will attack there to gain access to Holy Ward as well as the Strux, which is where Glacier seems to be holding a lot of the prisoners, not the civilians. Once we've secured each of these access points, we will then have to move into the city, splitting our forces to secure each individual district before we can inevitably move on the Pentagrel, the centre of the city, and then Venheim rock up to the palace, where we believe Glicius's forces are held out. Sylvan?
Apologies, I think I may have either misheard, but I didn't hear you say which forces would be attacking from the south.
So sorry, that'll be the Zikimians. Apologies, they'll be marching up from Zikima to attack the south.
Thank you.
Once we have gained access to the city, in what I imagine will be a difficult combat, we will then have to secure the different districts. That's where it was more difficult. We'll have to divide our forces in these areas to secure several key locations. For an example, those attacking, which would be mainly the Accord's forces, so the forces of Zikima, the forces of Vanheim, etc. It'll mainly be trying to secure the Sunbright Cathedral. It's a very defendable location, and with Coral Heart on the side, it can be re-hallowed. It can be used to secure injured, take civilians too, and we can then send our forces out to retake back the churches and secure, make the Holy Ward a defended position that the enemy cannot get access to. The pentagram, for example, as well, not pentagram, the Strux, I should say, is where a lot of civilians are being kept and housed, not those that are set to work, more prisoners. There will be a lot of civilians in here, which means we will need to attack it carefully. Once we regain the Strux, we do potentially have access to a revolutionary force. There are several other areas we need to secure as well. For example, in the Traveller's Trollop, I'd quite like to regain Quincy's Tavern as quick as possible. It's quite a defendable location and a good place for gestures towards you guys. The more specialised members of the Accord to operate out of. I would like to secure as many gestures at the very centre of the city barracks. I'm hoping it is still armed, still has weapons and armour we can give to anyone who wants to join the fight. Erwin's Tower again, one that we'd like to secure quickly, but that is at the top of Venheim Rock, which is one of our final pushes. Some of these objectives may require large fighting forces, some of them may require smaller task forces, smaller groups, and some may require bits of both. So we'll have to divide our forces appropriately. After we've taken those locations and secured the city, the final push will be on what I imagine will be the palace. That seems to be the seat of Gliss's power here. I imagine there we will encounter any remaining forces or generals, etc. that we haven't encountered in the city or the rest of our skirmishes so far.
We have certainly seen evidence of them moving around there on more than one occasion.
Indeed. Yeah. Questions?
It seems to me that half the challenge is not just taking the city, but holding it.
Yes. Once we do take an area, we'll have to leave forces there to defend it, which means we'll have less forces going into more conflicts.
What other conflicts do you presume? You mean further into the city?
Further for skirmishes and objectives in the city. For example, once we retake the structure, we will have to move forces into the Pentagram, which will mean any forces that remain in the structure will be able to join us in that fight.
Something that I was considering earlier, or that you mentioned to do with the churches itself,
Mm-hmm.
is this ability for him to raise the dead and those that have slain.
Yes, well, if we're able to if we're able to re-hollow the land, it prevents him from using the graves to make more.
Are we able to re-hallow the entire city?
Not the entire city, but the churches we can. There is a way to do it in the Sunbright Cathedral. I have access to that. I can use my magic to do that. It's hidden, but I can find it and activate it. That will at least do with this city. As for the rest of the churches, there are some bigger churches that have a similar feature, a similar ability. Not all of them, that is, but a lot of the main ones do. That will hopefully stop the undead, but also give us safe havens in the city.
How are we going to be communicating in the field?
Communication will be limited. We have sending scrolls we can use.
Just one thing I remember about the city is it takes a long time to get anywhere. That map makes it look very small.
Yes, it is huge.
What is the consideration for just... I don't particularly want to, but for destroying the citadel at the top of the rock?
Do we have a way of doing that?
No, not to hand particularly, but trying to take it seems like a challenge. I just thought I'd float the idea of having no one have it.
It's a possibility. However, if there is need to get this palace for you to further your conflict with Glacius, we destroy it, then we potentially lose our way of doing that.
I see.
Mandor, you spoke to Mandor about that device you found. My theory is located somewhere within the palace. Seems to be his seat of power.
The last time I was there, he had transformed the throne room into one of his own guys, and there was indeed a throne that looked like the seat of his power.
Then potentially the throne may be the way we get to him, or you get to him.
I'm gonna turn to Gaxus and say, there is one group of forces that have not been mentioned.
Yes, I spoke with my children, and they have agreed to assist us, so you will have both Shida and Tolga's help in any upcoming conflicts. We also do have a detachment of, well, we have the Drow Shadow Assassins on our side. We have a total of combat units. 5 units of them, which is quite a significant force.
I am not the most tactical man, but it seems like the General has a fantastic plan laid out without those forces. How useful would they be at scalping commanders?
They are skilled at infiltrating and killing, but in large forces they do act as an army. Also, their attacks do include like subterfuge and distraction, drawing the enemy to one location and striking from hidden.
That sounds particularly useful for continuing to hold the city. Having forces and sowing misinformation about where they travel will be one of our greatest assets. If we are pinned down on churches at defensible points, we need to muddy the water in some other way.
Indeed.
I have no more comments, sorry.
Yeah, like I said as well, he kind of looks mainly towards you guys during this. We will need to divide up our key forces to certain objectives during these missions inside the city. I will relay that information to you and you can decide who to send. We're going to go through a list now of all those that we have that can help us. I will send you this list.
Okay, thank you.
We have Illustrator, Ishi, Talon, Cathra, Mandor has agreed to help in the field, Perrin Yeager, Ariel, Master Cassius, Prince Hepburn, Cassandra, Lady Moraine, Smork and his orcs, Erwin has also agreed to help in the field, Gactus as well, Angra, EP-127, Marshall Bliss has agreed to help with Thara, Gordax, Mistress Serna, Quantum Harvey, Nozo can help in some way, Dilmar, Kristen, Jet, Bogo, Galleon, Bestrin, Newfield, Umbal. Ollie has also agreed to help in the field. Ember as well has been assisting in the field. The Black Legion, they're ready to go. Rak's daughter Vala, Idris, Bits, Pespus will assist in the field too. Rak, Finch, Ruben, Orderly, Aksu, Bartle, and then this warrior of the Shari, as well as Angra and the Night Owls, Tolga and Shida. Essentially, when it comes to, because you guys can't be everywhere at once doing that single objective, we have to build teams out of these people. They all have a bonus. They all have a certain amount of time that can be used when they need to rest.
Okay. We can do this.
Do we have any ideas what the bonuses might be so that we can assign teams?
Well, these teams need to be assigned on the fly, and we know what we need to do. Some objectives need, obviously with help of the mages, we can teleport around the city quite easily. So we can gather these forces together to go and deal with, whether that be a certain enemy, securing the location, distractions, etc.
That is, as you mentioned, after the initial push.
That's
And we
what
will
we are
be
inside the city.
we will be kind of hosting from Quincy's and then moving them around.
Yes, so I imagine that you and your forces will help the fight with the Zakemians to infiltrate the city through the south. I will be scattered around. The Apella will be with you. We could always swap the directions of the Zakemians to tackle from the west or the Acord attack from the south, but I just put that direction just because that's where they're coming from. Take a bit of time, but we can swap.
I think it's fine.
Yes, and once we infiltrate, I will then make my way to Quincy's Tavern. General Hatches will help the Accord for him and the Valentine forces, but the Apella will lead the Zakemian forces, and then I imagine the Empire force will be given a general leader to act. The Giant Hall force and the Giant Hall, I propose potentially sending one of our allies to help, maybe Ruben, who is now a general. He could be able to assist and guide them. But I'll leave that to Karo's discretion.
Yay, Ruben's general. As this is going on, I'd just like to look at the representative from the Empire to see what their face is making of this and being in this room.
Inside check.
Yeah.
Oh, that is an inside check, isn't it?
The entire room.
I'm gonna be
Karo, go
terrible
I'm
at
going
this.
to do the representative as well. Oh my god.
I'll let you guys go first.
Where's my insight?
15.
for it. Pottery, very stoic, very stern.
7.
Very right answer.
33.
On the entire room, everyone seems fairly confident and in agreement. There are hints of nervousness through the sound of going to a full-out war. The Light Brigade seem fairly confident, well, Galleon seems fairly confident, I should say, and still recovering from the last few days, but determined. As for the Emperor himself, he's very difficult to read. Even for you, he is just seems to lay as a focus on what the Grand General is saying. The Grand General then gestures to another part of the map, and you see several tokens at the top. We know there are still several forces of Calistris in the city. We know of potentially 4 main targets we need to eliminate. This token here. One being Calistris. The other 3 are more key players. Just watch this kind of this stone one. Jeremiah, the Moon Baker, the Moon Walk, whatever it goes by now. I imagine he needs to be eliminated quite quickly, and I imagine you will have to face him to gain this final stone to travel to wherever this portal will lead to.
Indeed.
The skull represents Commander Gassus Val, the leader of the Moon Knights. With him dead, hopefully all Moon Knight forces should die with him. And finally, this mask. We have had reports for a while now of a masked individual. We don't know what they are exactly.
Someone that's
we
at a sigh.
They will be there.
So,
And finally, we have the Zargo to deal with, which we have very little information on. We'll get to that in due course.
When the mass figure was mentioned, was there anything in the go?
No.
Is divine sense like a visual thing?
Yeah, your eyes can like glaze over with the light.
Okay, well, I'll shut my eyes and I'll do divine sense.
You have your eyes open.
No,
Yes.
but
Your divine sense, nothing. I mean, yeah. No,
with the tech magic, I know people are gonna fucking light up like Christmas trees, but I'm what on him?
minor magical items, the ring is magical, I suppose his robes are probably magical. I don't think the suit does stand out well. They're just robes of protection and the ring of minor shielding.
Anything to pick up on the divine sense for him?
I'm just there. No.
not even the slightest hint of undead.
Okay. I just didn't. I just didn't like that he couldn't read them.
You heard Selban audibly sigh when the mask person was mentioned.
Yeah. Okay. Something don't feel right.
So out loud.
Yeah.
Everyone kind of looks towards you.
I don't think that the plan's bad. Just something that isn't right.
You care to elaborate, Motus?
It's more like an instinct.
Care to elaborate on this instinct? What is setting this instinct off?
I think he knows what we're exactly going to do. Down to the man moving at any point. Why let it happen?
That's a good question. Because it's not one you can linger on. Doing nothing in concern of him knowing what to do is the same as walking directly into a trap.
I like traps. No, I'm not saying stop. We should carry forward. I just don't like it. Something's not quite right about this one.
I implore you to carefully consider over and over until you narrow it down more. Doesn't have to be right now.
I'll think on
Is there anything you mentioned having task force at the ready that we can send to complete certain objectives? Are there any that we know of at this very moment? Tasks that will need to be done, and so it may be wise to
Yes, so like I spoke before,
forces ready to send out to do them.
we'll need to reclaim the city barracks to gain access to more weaponry. The barracks is well stocked, providing they haven't arrived with it already. The cathedral will need to send a team with Colin Harvey to regain that and hold it. Aaron's Tower as well, a team will need to go and secure that. Quincy's Tavern as well. There's an individual known as the Prophet. We want to get control of them, where they're quite powerful.
Yes, we know
so
of them.
we could have people dispatch with them as well. But more will pop up as we go. I imagine that we need to reinforce certain areas, confront certain foes, support individuals, etc.
And it is likely that we will not be able to do all of these.
You will not be able to do all these, not on yourself. I mean, many of this will be happening across the city at the same time.
Oh, I more meant just... There will most likely be more fires than we have individuals to put out.
Indeed, yes, we must be careful with the decisions we make. We have a lot of allies, so maybe we can get to every one of these, but people, the more we intervene, the higher the risk of loss. So do take that in mind.
There's Cyridillia, a mountain in the centre. What's the history there?
By the mountain, the city was built around the mountain. It was a flat top mountain. The first civilization in this area built in a small town on top of the mountain. Then it grew into the pentagram, blah 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 blah. The original town was demolished when people moved out and the palace was built.
When was it made?
About half a years ago. It was a full, it was a large city during the time of Clysius.
How big's that mountain?
Yeah, it's a few 100 feet tall. Takes maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes to walk up it.
It's always been that way. It's always been straight and circular.
It's not straight, it's kind of like it's a jackknife board. It's like a path cut into it. It's just straight automatically, like you know, drawing it. It looks pretty straight.
Sarban is looking at you, waiting for you to say something to him that no one else can hear.
I've got a weird question, Matt.
Okay.
Because I think I know what you're thinking. Go on.
Does that look like anything that would possibly stick out of the ground when a giant ass fucking body underneath it? Like maybe a thumb, or a nose, or...
It's round. You wouldn't. Maybe not. Every mountain looks
A
like
pink-
nails or a finger.
or a pinky toe.
A head.
The devil's horn is it's always.
There is no. I mean, it could be. Yeah, it's. How far do you let your imagination run?
I'm thinking about it.
It could. I mean, the answer is it could be, but it could not be. It could be a mountain.
Okay, so that's not what I had in
That's
mind.
the equivalent of saying the mountain you're standing in could be like a toe of something.
Could be.
The thing that Sarban was thinking when Motus
Mhm.
shared looks is, how much does that look like an altar?
That's another fucking point.
It doesn't. It's just like it's just it's a mountain.
That's fine.
It definitely used to be an altar of some kind. 100%.
Yeah.
It could be, yeah. I mean, there was an altar on it back when there was a small church.
Who is that too, though?
Probably like Pelor or something. They're like the sons of Lathander, maybe in Zakina. Sorry, Pelor probably. And
It's also a good place for moon gazing.
yeah, stargazing. Yeah.
We have a chat with the Queen afterwards.
Well, it's more the fact of like, why did he take this as a seat of power? I know it's personal, but like, he could chose fucking anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I know, but still, there's
It's also a very central location.
And very
It's
defensible.
very well defended, yeah.
I'm just saying two theories that both could be true.
Multiple things can be the same. I think can be multiple things.
I don't like it.
What can be multiple things?
Many.
I just had the
Theories.
idea that you know the mountains in the centre of Cyridillia,
Mm.
it's not perfectly round,
Mm.
and then we're looking for a gigantic fucking person.
Oh no.
That's the thought that I had. And Joe had the theory that it might be an altar, or it used to be one.
Anyway, this is just conjecture and it's getting us off track.
It is, but it's worth
Can I
saying.
check my
It is.
mind on the religious history of the site?
Sure.
I think it's short of like having a DC 40, I don't even gonna get anything.
Yeah, no, I'm not getting anything. It's a 9.
Nothing springs to mind. Not even from your health and numbers. Nothing kind of springs to mind.
What was the next point on the general's thing?
That was kind of it. It's a very short list because there's not much to really go on until you get into it.
How long?
Wasn't there something else we were going to say later? He's like, someone will tell us more about that. About Zarog.
Oh yes. Yeah, I mean he will go. I believe any kind of gestures towards. Who would he gesture towards? Leah, probably. She was not there. Oh yeah, so this is our rogue thing. I mean, we've not found it yet. I don't know where it is, and I've been looking into it and stuff, and it's big. I don't really think we can kill it easily. I don't think you guys should go and kill it.
Oh,
We have an airship. I've kind of got weapons on it. I'm gonna fly pretty quick.
what happens when a fly flies around you?
How am I gonna fly flies around you with guns?
Still.
I mean, yeah, what happens when you try and step on a fly? The boot kind of wins.
Actually, no, the fly tends to win because the fly tends to avoid it.
Shut up, Edda. Point does that.
Please continue your original point.
I think that we're going to need to use this airship to fight that thing, and I think, and much you guys like to kill things, you guys are probably better off doing something else. Leave that to the rest of us.
My first attempt would be to, in fact, find ways to incapacitate or distract this thing.
Yeah, exactly what I'm thinking with this airship, with enough of us going in one direction, enough of your useful allies, that is. You might try and stop us.
What about that thing that we used on that giant dragon last year? Could we make another one of those? That sleep potion thing?
No.
What, you mean like I mean, that takes years to make.
Ooh.
Centuries, probably.
Also, the circumstances of us achieving that were quite fantabulous, if you do not remember.
Well, I don't think this thing sleeps.
It's just a thought.
I remember teleporting people in and out of stomachs. Huh. Anyway, sorry.
No, okay.
So, airship distraction?
Yeah, try and kill this thing. Okay, I don't know how we're going to do this thing, but whoever's going to go after it, we're going to need quite a few of us, and it's going to take a lot out of us to do it, so be prepared for that. I think you guys are best focusing on the city. If we need you people to get to him, and you need to do as much of your resources as you can. We're probably not going to catch a break when this fight starts. Remember that.
I could, mount...
You saw when you have your rest thing you can do.
Oh, yes, but that's gonna be, we're gonna be busy.
You're going to need to, remember that and think what you guys are going to expend.
I would imagine.
Lean on us to deal with some
I
things.
would imagine that the Zalrog will either appear early in order to bleed away some of our forces, or appear late as a final act of desperation.
The last time we used it was a final act of desperation, so maybe he's learned from his mistakes, or maybe he's going to do the same thing again. I don't quite know.
I could have some of the...
Coliseus?
I could have some of the cannon automatic defences I've equipped to the Sanctum hooked up to the airship. It might help.
Yeah, or maybe the mech as well. Might be good for that.
25. Do I think he's changed?
Maybe, maybe not. He is a bit crazier than he was back in the day, so maybe he'll just kind of throw it at you straight away and hope for the best, or maybe he'll still has enough sanity to retain it until he needs it.
So you're
I think
saying
it depends what mood he's in. Is probably what you get from that.
so make him angry.
I'm good at doing that. I've done that once before.
We're all good at doing that.
Erwin,
There is something
if you
missing,
don't
you're
mind me
right.
asking,
Yeah.
on your
I can't quite
knowledge
put my
of
finger on it.
what's happened to the plane,
Something's not
Yeah.
right.
spells like banishment,
Mm-hmm.
would they just fail to do anything, or would they still
I
have
am
an effect?
unsure.
The political prisoners?
I'm unaware of what it might do.
I have
I
a
know it's not
suspicion.
that.
Almost.
I have a suspicion that spells like banishment may still have an effect, but a rather deleterious one.
Yes, I imagine. Good rider.
That is a
I
good one.
imagine the spell still takes effect. It was just. See, both planes still exist. It's just the space between you travel through is a bit skew with.
Might it be like when teleportation goes a bit skew with?
I believe it may be, yes. But I have a feeling it'll be less pleasant.
It may be worth all our forces who have access to that spell, clerics and paladins, have that at the ready, in case they should come into contact with devils or demons.
Yes, I will. Not sorts around general. It is worth an idea. I don't know how many I can have access to that, but something we can take into consideration.
I was experimenting with the cube of gate earlier, and plane shift seems to have some effect still. As you said, I believe it would be
I've
destructive.
got something too.
You say yours first.
I'll go first this time. Grand General,
Yes.
I've just been considering tactics and our enemy and things like that, and he's not really one to sit around and wait. What are the chances that we get there and none of his forces are there, and they are instead marching on us or something important?
Then we have an open run at him at the sacrifice of all the other people. That wasn't what I considered. If he diverts all forces here, we can either hold the line or we go for the third.
Because if we need to get to him using that item from probably Jeremiah, and he is not present, it is for naught.
I know. But if he doesn't attack, if he's Jeremiah isn't in the city and he sends his army to attack somewhere else and we stay and we lose, the outcome remains the same.
It just
It's a
seems...
gamble.
I understand, it just seems strange him being passive. But...
Maybe he's not. Maybe he's preparing, maybe he's, like you said, expecting us to attack. The longer we wait, the more chance he has to attack.
I concur.
You're not wrong. I think I realise what it is. No offence. This seems straightforward. Too straightforward.
Go on.
Drops us wiki.
Do you want it still?
I'm right.
Think about
Yeah.
all the other fights that we've had. We've had to locate something, we've had to stop something, we've been on a timing crunch, we've been think. This is literally just hold an area in a city and go from there.
It is open warfare, though.
I understand, I'm just saying.
Maybe Jeremiah has an escape plan. Something that makes it incredibly difficult or sacrificial for us to get that last piece.
Or what? And I will say this. For the first time, we have the upper hand. He has nowhere left to go.
That's a good point.
The mood changes.
Catherine
Five
just gets bored and starts playing in the corner.
He has no safe havens, no backup, nothing left. We have cut off forces. He is now stuck. The original plan was to box him in to Cyridillia and attack that.
He did pull out the shadow curse, and I don't think he expected that to go away so quickly.
Indeed.
Probably not.
Cardinal Harthy, I am not the best at ritualistic magic, so I just have a question.
Yes.
What is the potential that during the year of occupation, the entire city has become a sigil?
I am not one for arcane magic. That's what Erwin. It is possible, but nothing that we have shows that.
Okay.
Well, how can I sting this?
I'm just thinking of us going in there and then being locked, or some effect once we are in, as we are then boxed.
It is a potential magic. I know one of your look towards the Empire acquaintances had discovered a way of doing that. Maybe magic, there are other magics out there that do the same thing, I think. It is possible, but we won't know until we do it.
Thank you for listening to my speculation. I don't wish to slow down things much further.
Even if they had such a signature, activating it would be a process in and of itself, requiring probably many spellcasters. Even if they do have powerful ones themselves, it would require more than just a single powerful spellcaster.
Which could then be stopped at an opportunity.
Indeed, think of us stopping the ritual that the hags were doing.
Salvan's face palms.
But disrupting it meant that, well, they couldn't do what they wanted to do and they had to fight.
What is Calisius the god of again? Obviously the moon.
The dark.
Just the dark.
And now death.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
I'm getting lost in everything.
That's what I want. I just feel like there's one master stroke left, and it's not the Zolra, and it's not the fucking giant man.
Currently,
You're probably right.
a lot.
It might be to do with overtaking a man.
Maybe.
Currently, death, tyranny, murder, lies, magic, order, knowledge.
All
Oh
that
dear.
good stuff.
Oh dear, Mechanus. Mechanus is on his side there.
Well, or he's gone.
Yeah.
Would explain why the ticking doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys lost.
We did.
Got a full of attitude.
There's some what?
Someone's attitude.
Oh yeah. Not you this time.
Fans.
Hey, I've got good charisma.
You've gained us as many allies as you've lost us.
Yep.
Most of the time, that's the same allies.
I've been terribly wonderful.
You have been
Oh, sorry,
terribly wonderful.
I'm Vengeance as well now. I've got to check his thing.
He was always the god of that.
Gotta be a petty bitch. No, that's probably me. Save that inspiration for 5 years. He's never gonna give me inspiration again.
Yeah, it's never been used for 5 years.
It was well used. No, I don't think of it. I think it's just a case we're gonna have to just take it in stride.
Yep.
Already.
When do you think marching would be appropriate?
Well, as soon as possible now that the Shadow Curse is gone. It will take you about a week to fully prepare and mobilise. So you have at least a week until we can move. But any final preparations, any last minute training, organisation, anything you want to do, we should do it now. However, I imagine the longer it takes us to prepare, the higher the chance of him retaliating or defending areas more he has. And that is a challenge we'll have to face later at a later time.
I'm gonna turn towards the light brigade. I know that this is not the first time you've had this sort of battle. And with so many details wrapping around, I forget. How close were you last time?
Close to what?
Victory.
I mean, we won. Can I say very?
Just a different type of objective than this one.
Indeed.
Thank you.
We should probably spend some time, as well as doing any final preparations and training, noting down potential teams, what works well where, and noting down who can be immediately assigned to certain tasks and who can be sort of kept to be able to quickly respond to something that pops up.
Indeed, it will be good.
I will say if we assign someone to a task and they are needed somewhere else, pulling them off that and putting them somewhere else will be difficult.
Indeed.
With our magics we have, the heroin, holy, and the teleportations, etc., we can get people where they're needed pretty quickly. So do not over prep your teams. If you want to organise people into groups and maybe have different groups do different objectives, then so be it. If you think people are better suited for certain events that are going to pop up, you can quickly assemble the teams, but I wouldn't over prep. It's best to have not be too restricted by organisation in this combat. Not just keep organised for larger groups and larger plans.
Oh, there is one question Servan wants to ask.
Right, that's that one.
You had mentioned previously in our earlier meeting that we were outnumbered.
Yes.
What is the complement of the enemy's forces?
I don't have a number, but I would say 3 to 5 to 1. They have access to undead, they can just create. They can still transport demons. They can't make more moon rights since you took out the Dark Moon, but they can still summon demons and devils.
Can they? I believe we stopped their ability to
The
do that.
powerful demons, the pit fiends,
Oh, I see.
etc. That's devil, but I know what you mean. The ones that have the ability to plane shift can. The weaker ones, the demon devils, they can't travel through. But the ones that are capable of power travel can be summoned.
I see.
If
And
we were
there
to
are
take
also
out the
creatures that can summon across.
if we were to take out the necromancers, would that deal with the undead?
It would, but I imagine there's countless necromancers. I imagine most of his mages are trained in necromancy.
Where would you target? The necromancers, the mages. You're effectively taking out 2 forces at once.
Yes.
I'll look around the room and see if anyone else has anything to say.
Well, MCs have said their piece. We'll talk the rest of the PCs.
I think we're good.
Do we have any information at all inside the city?
We have a little bit from what the director and the Ravens are to acquire. We know the city's broken into there, as I described earlier. The coins being where the workers are kept, the structs being where the main prisoners are kept, the holy war controlled by the undead, etc. Blah blah blah.
That's what I was primarily getting to. Do we know of what forces of Galicius are controlling
We
what
have.
parts of the city?
Different parts of control. There's no real one group controlling each part of the city. The holy ward is predominantly undead and I would say devils. The structs is predominantly demons. As for the rest of the area, it's a mixed bag. They're the only 2 districts that really have a type of enemy government area.
It would be a good idea then to concentrate the likes of clerics and paladins in those 2 areas, though perhaps not all of them, so that we can spread some out within the rest of the forces to be able to deal with undead and fiends as they appear throughout the rest of the city.
Indeed.
Yeah, I've got nothing left to say.
Mm-hmm.
And apart from that, I think seeing what teams would work best together, or what people would work best together in a team.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't need the whole council here for that.
No.
We can
And
do that.
just final preparations.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. Well, once you make me aware, I will start organising everybody. It'll take us a week to fully prepare. However, the question is how long do you want to spend preparing?
That week.
Want a week of time to prepare, then a week to march, or do you want to start marching immediately? It will take us a week to get into position to strike. During that week, we won't be able to really do anything. We'll be gearing up, going through briefings, and traveling.
Let's get this over and done with.
This will be our last chance to prepare, train, and organise. Is there anything else you need doing? Do it now. The message pops up. Continue any finishing your unfinished quests.
There's nothing else.
I've got one thing. I'm sorry. How far through am I
With which,
building my things?
I mean, they're going to take a long time to build.
Okay.
You're barely scratching the surface on them.
What percentage done are they, would you say?
10.
Okay, that's enough. So I won't be able to do that in a realistic amount of time.
You're just going to use it untested.
No. I got a plan.
The only thing I could think of is either doing an additional week of training with our troops to do anything else, we get them anything else that we want, also during the week getting potions, like healing potions made?
Yeah, I've still got a fuck ton of them.
We do have a stockpile we've been reserving for this moment.
Oh, excellent.
Obviously, when we begin to march out, we can dig it.
Oh,
I do think that we should move as soon as possible. However, the big flashy up anything unresolved. Let's just take a moment above the table to think if there's anything unresolved.
I have an idea.
the board!
The
The
boards!
Board of Truth. It's been up there for many years. And it's now covered in pillars.
It fell down.
I was tidying up.
I don't think there's any cars.
Okay, so we've got deal with Granite, deal with
Rats.
Calisius,
I mean,
eliminate Jeremiah, investigate the Shadow
oh,
Tribe.
that's all done. Collected now.
Yeah,
That's
I thought so. Discover other fragment of chaos. So
Yeah.
we don't have any of the big
Not for this
quests
campaign.
from the big quest board,
Got granite on the wall.
other than Granite.
Your last chance to deal with granite, it's all in and out of hands of me after that.
Would we like to deal with Granite?
Have we spoken to her since we've been back?
Nope.
She's had no reason to contact you, or vice versa. There was a lot you could have, but you chose not to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they've stayed out of your way. They haven't bothered you.
They have.
They've kept it there and blocked it.
That is true, and we've not messed with any of her stuff.
Nope.
Because the world's ending.
Yeah, we're not fucked around with it. But the question is, once the world's back to normal, what you gonna do? So,
Do we want to either have Granite on our side with all of her connections, or
I don't,
take her out or anything?
right, I don't feel at this point she can offer us much.
This is above the table, by the way.
Personally, I don't think she can offer us much.
we can have it as an in-character discussion. We can have to do that either way. So.
But that's just my opinion. I think if you want to go and deal with her, sure. But I don't think there's nothing that she can really offer us.
It's also a thing that Matt was saying about, like, if you want to tie up that point in the story yourself.
If
This is your time to do
wants
it.
to do it canonically, if you want to kill yourself, is what I'm saying. You want the satisfaction of her death, now's your chance. If not, I have a lovely canonical ending for Granite in mind.
Yeah?
What she gets up to.
Okay.
But, you know,
I'm just going to be honest.
if you want to do it, if you want the satisfaction of doing it, I think you'll enjoy Granite.
I'm just going to be honest.
That's it. If you want to do it, if that twitch inside of you, like, I want to do it as a player, this is your last chance.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, has Iggy grown? Is Iggy the better person and put that behind him and focus
Well,
on saving the world? Or is Iggy still like, I want to kill this son of a bitch?
Iggy's like, you owe me 2 years of freedom and the freedom of my entire tribe.
Yeah.
How dare you?
But is that the same as Calorie controlling the world for a year? Is going after Granite going to jeopardise that? Like, you could die. Granite could have just stabbed you in the back and die. Like, oh shit, now there's no way to bring you back.
Yeah.
No time was left, remember? Or what? Like, that's it. Granted, we just straight to the back and he's dead. Or could, like, don't know, kill Hawthorne again. Nah, no way to bring Hawthorne back now.
Mm.
I mean, walking into that underbelly place in Zakima, Cow just walking in, it's going to be like Vader at the end of Rogue One.
Yes, the very famous hero Vader, who slaughtered so many people. They're rebels, they're the bad guys, but we all look at Vader.
Wow.
Alright then, Motus walking in there.
Does
Guilty by
Motus
association.
have any unfinished business?
No. My unfinished business is Calisius.
Alan Carrow's his Calisius, his dad's dead. His family are still in the city, so, you know. I'm going down to my thing is.
Does Erdan have any unfinished business?
Apart from Calisius, it would be determining what's going on with his sister, and that's in Cyridillia.
Mm.
Okay.
Or trying to spy it to find out. He never did that.
We could send spies, try and send spies in to...
827's good, she's not that fucking good to do it in a week.
Hey, she got inside, she got fucking next to fucking Eleanor.
Did she kill her?
She was
You would have done it if I didn't do it. If I didn't. Oh.
I'm just saying.
Do I
she
have any
did
unfinished business?
She helped.
She got the final.
She did get the final blow.
So yeah, she did.
Iggy does want to take on Granite, but is not willing to jeopardise the mission to do so.
Okay.
I think this is it.
Do we want to send in spies ahead of us?
No.
I want to speak to a certain someone in that week though.
We'll speak to him.
The big guy?
Didn't I?
What, Calisius?
No. That's favourite character.
I think we might be set.
That is the point, actually. Wasn't it meant to be that at a certain moment he's going to try and take Asmodeus out when the time is right? Us being like when Asmodeus is weakened or something due to fighting Callie or something like that. So where exactly?
I'm going to him for a different reason.
Where exactly is Asmodeus in this?
I mean, he's still.
He's-
on.
In battle.
Yeah.
Okay. Wonder if we'll see him.
No, he's. Isn't there something that if Asmodeus leaves the Nine Hells, then
Not 12.
No, we just can't, like, I mean, he probably wouldn't because he can be, a lot of people want him dead on the material plane and other planes, like all of the angels want to kill him.
So it's
But
more.
they can't really in hell because it's bad to go to hell and he can't really harm people, so he doesn't really bother going anywhere. He just resides in hell.
So it's more getting the. Him is supplying the devils.
Yeah, he's like, all the devils, go and kill them.
Right. Okay. That makes more
It's a
sense.
shame.
Sarah's just going to do whatever the fuck she wants next door. It's over the river.
It's a shame we
Not
never
anymore.
got the elementals over.
That is something.
It is genuinely a big shame.
Like-
Yeah, I'd have thought they'd have travelled over in the year of gathering allies.
Well, they didn't, because some of you had a few, but they're dead now.
Yeah.
Can never establish the bridge where you had the chance.
That is a thing of we do have.
Hey, look, you got
An
a
army.
lot of other allies that you could have lost.
Okay,
I am
during
actually
that time.
impressed you only lost kind of one lot of allies.
Yeah.
Because you could have lost all of the Kingdom.
Yep.
You could have lost all of the Light Brigade.
All the Empire.
All of the Empire. Yeah, there's so many.
It could have been Sede Volvite stands alone.
That was a scenario.
And would win.
That
No.
was like the Avengers at the end of the first film was all fighting everything and.
No, that's Infinity War.
No, as in the first Avengers film where it's just the six of them fighting all of the Chitauri. You've got no help in this one. It's just them guys.
And then they just kill the mothership and they all just.
Do
How is the mothership?
Yeah.
any of our NPCs have any unfinished business?
No. I just imagine they do. Dactus' story is resolved. Talon's story is resolved. Cerseius.
Catherine and Clarina aren't married yet.
They're not married.
Yeah.
Is now the time for marriage?
Some joy before the end. I mean, if
Wow.
one of them dies, they'll have no chance.
Do they want to get married now?
Mm.
Someone other than me ask one of them.
Not my business.
I think Iggy would.
What did you say?
Go talk to Clarina, not Catherine.
I mean, after the meeting, I imagine.
Yeah.
Any questions? Obviously, you can ask questions during the week of preparing, or while you're in the meeting with
No.
everyone.
I've asked loads. So I can't think of anything else. Me and Selman can't think of anything else. So.
Okay. Better? Anything for Radar?
I don't think so.
If that's the case, then.
I will grab the Grand General afterwards and tell him, as well as telling these guys, that I think the mask is Rafon. And might have that person's both information about us and spell set, and also might affect the Empire forces because they might be able to. I don't know if there's an Empire leader, they might do an appeal to emotion with them somehow. I don't know.
Kind of grins where you say appeal to emotion and empire in the same sentence. Yeah, you can pass the information on. You all did see Rafon's mangled corpse,
Mm-hmm.
so do that information if you will.
Is there a reason we've not talked to the Empire dude about that?
He didn't
I-
make his son. It would be best.
I did not want to bring up in the middle of a meeting full of potentially new allies that after I'd just given him the ring of what I thought was a person that he very much ignored, but he might do with it what he wants. I didn't want to upstage him and say, hey, I think your dead relative might be an operator of the enemy.
That's fair.
That wouldn't have been very good, which is why I told us afterwards.
That's fair.
Well, Rafon was known for his enhanced abjuration capabilities.
It is just a suspicion, but a fairly logical one.
Considering Rafon was trying to get into contact with Calisius or something to that effect, and considering he is dead,
And
and
could
we
have been
lost
resurrected.
we lost him to the realm of death.
I'm thinking it is his shade, or some sort of that.
Something to that effect, certainly.
Yeah, you were going to talk to those two.
Mhm.
Well,
Gonna
before we
open
do
the
that,
door.
great question. How much time do you guys want to leave until you go on your mission to go and do this? How much
We're
time
going.
do you want? Going to take no downtime to go straight into it?
I think
Do
that's the
Do we
idea.
want to take a week? The week that it'll take to prep anyway.
Yeah.
Well, so the week it takes to prep is you don't have time to train. You have that's them like gearing up, going through briefings, and making the way out there. If you want a week to do activities,
Oh,
they
right.
have to be.
Right, I thought they were
the week of going. Is like right, everyone get your stuff because it's going to take a few days to get to a different point. Because you've got to teleport, mass level everyone close
Question.
enough to it where they all kind of
Question. The planes are like shifting around every so often. Have we timed them?
It's kind of impossible to time because you don't know when it's happening. You know the plane shift has now stopped since the last disconnect. The plane's now just not tethered and it's just drifting freely.
Selban, being Selban, wants to just go.
I've got nothing.
But that is not. He is not the only person in the room.
I mean,
I can think of a week of training being useful, but I don't know if the benefits outweigh the risks.
I've got nothing else to do. I think it's time.
I have a spell scroll in my back pocket of my seal.
I use mine. Yeah. I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, just hunting down any more resources, spells, potions, anything, just getting ready.
Well, they will give you a stockpile of all of that as you depart. That'll be kind of how they'll during the week, but we'll pick up with like the week of you guys heading out.
On the proviso that Adam may have a smart idea that we haven't
He
thought
might.
of.
Yeah.
That's true.
But with that,
Mm-hmm.
with the plan set, and us being down a few people and heading into the final kind of push, we're going to wrap up a bit early for today. Just so we can start off next week with the last few decisions you're going to make. So you have, sorry, who wants to have a chat with anyone before we do it actually?
Me.
You want to chat as well?
I want to chat with Mike to start first.
Who do you first? Who do you want to do first?
Clarina, mostly.
Yeah, it's good to call them. We find she's out.
It strikes me that your wedding has been on hold for some time,
Indeed.
and we're about to go marching off to presumably the deaths of many of us. I was wondering if there was time and inclination.
We've thought about it. So I suppose, there's no harm in exposing a few people to witness. Maybe afterwards we'll all come out of this a celebration will be in order anyway. So I don't see what point in putting it off is.
And Cathra?
She seems as eager as ever. And how patient she gets.
Shall we plan it?
I don't think a planning is necessary. We'll probably just run down to the cardinal and have her do the ritual. Ask your friends if they care to join, maybe tomorrow.
Tomorrow? I will pass that on to the rest of the party.
Notice?
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of softness,
I do.
you beckon to travel to him,
Mm-hmm.
and with a good boy you return to your master.
Only fight the next millennia. It's fine.
1,000 years?
I'm gonna play the fucking song. What's it doing?
Oh,
Is that your contract?
that's just short. No, that's
I
a short
suppose
time in her.
That's your teenage angst years.
No, it's just more like eventually. I'm gonna
Notice,
get to his
my
life.
dear boy. Beckon.
Yeah, I wanted a conversation.
Yeah.
You seem to be a person that holds a lot of cards.
I hold a few,
You hold a deck.
perhaps. Call for my deck.
I find myself holding none anymore. Indeed. Due to our arrangement, it is not your place to continue to be Hugh's stuff. But I would like to ask a question.
Yes.
You know what we're about to do. You probably mapped it out in your head a million times and how it's going to go. Good for you in that regard. What's he climbing?
Spoilers, my dear Motus.
Yes, I know spoilers. But he does have a plan for us.
Of course.
I knew it was too neat. What would it take to know?
If you know you become a liability, an end to our agreement.
Interesting.
I'm going to tell you what's going to happen, Motus. It won't happen.
I understand. I have two questions then. Our arrangement. How do you see it?
What do you mean by that?
I guess I'm asking, do you actually care about the value I bring?
I do. We bring usage.
And the second question is, as part of the final part of our contract, I can ask to leave at any time.
You can. But both parties must agree.
What would it take? Never asked, but I'm curious.
I do not know. I do know. It's a lie. I'm not going to tell you until you ask.
I'm asking.
Do you mean
It's not me agreeing to it. Is that what you're saying? I have to mean to leave.
it? If you, well, you have to consider the option.
And lay it on me.
It's not much to ask. All I want is you.
Me.
Yes. My body.
My body. what's that gonna give you?
Nothing. Nothing at all. But it would take so much from you in the end.
Matter what, I'd probably just build myself back up again.
Probably, yes.
You know I'd be angry with you. Do you have access to Wish?
I do.
I'm stuck in a situation. Logically, I know my connection to that book is gonna fucking kill me. But I want it more than ever, and I know that that's what the magic is. Should I stay attached to it?
It's your decision.
It's not what I'm asking. I'm asking your advice.
Do you want my tactical advice?
Yeah.
My true advice?
The true advice.
Stay attached to it.
I had thought, if he's gone, there's going to be fragments left of him,
Potentially.
and I'd be attached to it.
Maybe. But when lots of powerful beings tend to die, what of their fragments dissolve?
Understand? Well, I don't wish to know what you're planning on doing with your holiday for the next week. As you said, liabilities. If I get to keep this after everything, I'm tapping the armor. It's going to be an interesting afterlife.
That it will.
I got one last question.
This one question is somehow spiraled into multiple, but go on.
No, I think I'm done. I think that question is not for you.
Very well. Goodbye, Notice. I hope to see you on the other side.
Can I have an inside check on
Go
that?
for it.
I want to know what that little bastard's up to.
Go for it.
Not like figure out, but like how confident is he?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to know. That's an 8. That's a 5. Reroll. 8. 9. I'll take that. It's a 9. Plus 15, 24.
Yeah, I was going to reroll my 8 and the 5.
It's Mephistopheles! I wanted double digits.
I'm going to make an insight. I want to check for them.
I wanted a high roll.
Let's make a check for them.
Because it's Mephistopheles. He has like a plus 20 to deception.
No, it doesn't.
It's higher.
There's Matt's close.
Oh, one.
I can just spend social points to roll. Yeah.
You're not there.
What if it's a 2?
2, would you?
24.
Still way high. I'm going to give it to you then, unless you, even if you roll a natural 1, it still beats whatever you got. With a 40. I mean, he is. You can't really what he thinks deep down,
No, that's
but he
fine.
is very confident.
Okay. So, probably looks like all things are going well.
For him? Yeah, of course.
Because he plays every side.
Yeah, pretty much. He's probably having this meeting, and then afterwards he's probably going to go to Asmodeus and be like, everything's in place.
And with that, he just gives you a wave of goodbye transport you back to Hensankton.
Probably a million years then, not a thousand. One day I'll leapfrog them. If I don't die.
But with that, if there is nothing else,
Could you imagine killing Mephistopheles and then going through his stuff?
oh my god, I have a hard list of stuff.
Just
Stuff you guys,
artifacts.
yeah, stuff you could
Artifacts.
have given you, but just didn't.
Artifact Central.
Yeah, it's fantastic. But with nothing else, we bring the episode to a close. I think we're just a quiet, simple ceremony between Catherine and Clarina. This is Kira Conn Harvey kind of does the ritual of the spell to see the benefits. With you guys and a few others. The Daxus, the Grand Generals will be there, the Queen's there, the Princess will be there as well, but just everyone's there. But with that, you see that brief moment between them two as a week passes. Everyone is gathered. And we'll pick up next week as we begin the final push against Glacius as the battle for Cyridillia begins.
The third battle, so
No, it was the battle of, the battle for, now it's the battle for.
What?
The first one was the battle of Cyridillia.
yeah.
Now it's the battle for Cyridillia.
The siege of Cyridillia.
So you consider that now because more. Yeah.
Well,
And,
no,
and
it's
then
the-
the final push to the Sentinel can be the battle for Cyridillia.
Perfect. I'll title. But thank you very much for watching. We hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time when we sit down rolling. Goodbye.
Bye.